Shaky legs after 60? This silent culprit's to blame. Losing strength isn't just aging, it's what you're missing on your plate. Let's see the overlooked foods that help you walk stronger, feel younger, and stay active without pain. You ever notice how your knees start talking back after a long walk? Or how your hips suddenly become weather forecasters? That's inflammation whispering through your joints. And if you're not careful, it can steal your mobility right out from under you. But here's the kicker. Something as simple as adding avocados to your plate can change the game. Yes, that green, buttery fruit you might have only mashed onto toast has legit superpowers. Rich in monounsaturated fats, the good kind your body actually loves. Avocados actively fight inflammation, so your joints stop feeling like rusty hinges. And if you've been relying on bananas for potassium, here's a juicy surprise. Avocados actually contain more. That's right, more of the very mineral that keeps your muscles firing and prevents those annoying cramps that strike when you least expect it. Plus, they're loaded with vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that shields your muscles from oxidative stress. Think of it like armor for your cells. A 74-year-old I worked with started adding half an avocado to her daily salad. Within weeks, she reported not just better digestion but that her morning stiffness, practically gone. Coincidence? Nope. That's science at work. And here's a quick hack: swap out mayo in your sandwich with avocado. Creamy, flavorful, and actually helping you age better? That's a win-win. But hey, what if I told you that what you eat first thing in the morning could be silently draining your energy? And that there's one breakfast choice that turns that around completely? Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt wiped out before the day even really got going? Like you're running on fumes by 10 a.m. Even if you had a decent night's sleep, that sluggish crash might not be age catching up with you. It might just be what's on your plate. Enter oats, the quiet champion of morning fuel. These unassuming grains pack a serious punch when it comes to sustained energy. Thanks to their low glycemic index, oats release energy slowly and steadily. No more blood sugar roller coasters, no more mid-morning slumps. Just clean, long-lasting power. You know that energized feeling you get after a walk in crisp morning air? Oats give you that from the inside out. What's more, they've got plant-based protein to help maintain lean muscle as you age. Yep, muscles still matter after 60, especially if staying strong and independent is your goal. Oats also deliver iron, which supports oxygen transport in your blood. Translation? Your legs get the fuel they need to keep moving with grace, not groans. And let's not forget magnesium, the unsung hero for muscle contraction and nerve health. Skipping this mineral is like trying to drive a car with the spark plugs missing. I once suggested overnight oats to a retired bus driver who used to dread going upstairs. A few weeks into his new breakfast ritual, oats, chia seeds, almond milk topped with berries, and he said something that stuck with me. I don't feel like I'm climbing stairs. I feel like I'm conquering them. And speaking of conquering, what if I told you there's a sweet, colorful root that doesn't just taste amazing, but also fuels your legs like a champ? You ever feel like standing too long at the kitchen counter or climbing a short flight of stairs turns into a full-on workout? That heavy leg out of nowhere fatigue isn't something you have to just live with. The answer? It might already be sitting in your pantry. Sweet potatoes, nature's orange dynamite. These vibrant root veggies are packed with complex carbohydrates, which means they give you a slow, sustained release of energy that keeps your legs moving without that crash and burn feeling. Whether it's gardening, walking the dog, or chasing after grandkids, sweet potatoes help you last longer and feel stronger doing it. But the real magic? Vitamin A. You've probably heard it's good for vision, but did you know it plays a vital role in muscle recovery and reducing inflammation? That means fewer aches after activity and better bounce back the next day. Add to that their potassium punch, again, even more than bananas, and you're looking at a food that helps regulate muscle contractions and fluid balance. In plain English, better performance, fewer cramps, and less, "Why do my legs feel like lead?" Here's a tip I love to share. Roast a batch of sweet potato wedges with olive oil, rosemary, and a pinch of sea salt. They're delicious, satisfying, and make your legs thank you the next morning. I worked with a woman in her late 60s who used to dread her daily walks. We swapped out her white bread lunch for a baked sweet potato with a dollop of Greek yogurt and cinnamon. 2 weeks later, she was adding hills to her route on purpose. And if that surprised you, wait until you discover the muscle-rebuilding powerhouse that swims upstream just to boost your vitality. Let's be real. There's tired, And then there's leg-dragging, bone-deep fatigue that makes even a stroll through the grocery store feel like a marathon. If your energy runs out before your to-do list does, it might be time to dive into something delicious. Salmon. This isn't just any fish. It's a full-on muscle-repairing, joint-soothing, stamina-boosting superhero. Salmon gives you complete protein, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids your muscles crave to rebuild and stay strong. That matters big time as you age, especially if you want to stay active without feeling sore for days afterward. Now let's talk omega-3s, those heart-healthy fats everyone raves about. They also calm inflammation in your joints and help reduce stiffness. One man I advised, a retired landscaper in his early 70s, used to rub his knees with ointments every night. After eating salmon twice a week for a month, his words were, "I still feel the years, but my knees aren't shouting anymore." Salmon's also a B vitamin bomb, and these little guys are responsible for converting your food into energy and keeping your cells oxygenated. That means more stamina when walking, fewer breaks to catch your breath, and a whole lot less of that "I need to sit down now" feeling. Imagine that. Less drag, more drive. Try it grilled, baked with lemon and herbs, or flaked over a salad. Quick, easy, and every bite helps keep you moving. And hey, if a fish can help restore strength, imagine what a tiny, humble egg could do when added to the mix. You want strong legs? Start with something simple: eggs. They're not just breakfast filler. They're a muscle-building essential. Packed with high-quality protein, eggs deliver all the amino acids your muscles need to stay firm and functional as the years roll on. One a day can make a difference. But here's what most people miss. Eggs are one of the few foods naturally rich in vitamin D, which helps improve balance and muscle control. Critical if you've ever felt unsteady getting out of a chair. Add choline, a nutrient that supports nerve-to-muscle signals, and you've got a powerful ally in every shell. A retired dance instructor I once worked with started eating an egg daily, scrambled with a handful of spinach. Within a month, her evening leg cramps vanished. Coincidence? Not likely. That's nutrition doing what pills often can't. And just when you think a little egg can't offer more, turns out there's a fruit, bright, juicy, and surprisingly powerful, that acts like a bodyguard for your muscles. Your muscles can't recover if they're constantly under attack from inflammation and stress. That's where berries come in. These colorful little powerhouses are packed with antioxidants that shield your muscles and joints from damage, helping you move with less soreness and more ease. Vitamin C in berries also supports collagen, the stuff that keeps your joints flexible and less creaky. One man swapped his evening dessert for a bowl of frozen blueberries and noticed fewer aches during his morning walks within weeks. Toss them into oatmeal, blend them into yogurt, or just grab a handful. They're sweet, simple, and work like muscle insurance. And when you bring together all these small but mighty foods, something bigger starts to shift. Your strength, your energy, your confidence. What will you try first? Comment below, subscribe, and stay with us. Because walking strong after 60 isn't luck. It's smart choices starting with what's on your plate.